Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Zudi Pickups. In today's video, we'll be talking about my experiences purchasing on StockX and the shoes that I got from there, the Vans X WTAPS Crossbones Authentics. So one thing about myself is that I never buy anything for resale. Pretty much everything you see on this channel, like all this stuff behind me, it was pretty much purchased for retail or under. And, you know, I take pride in that fact. And I think I do pretty well. For the most part, if there's something I want, I usually am able to get it. Obviously, sometimes I do miss out on certain things, but, you know, it's not the end of the world for me. I don't really stress too much over those, and I'll just wait for the next opportunity. However, every now and then, there comes this, like, one item that, you know, you miss out on, and then you just can't stop thinking about. That was the case for me for these Crossbones WTAPS Vans. I knew they were coming out. I wasn't that interested at the time. Release date came. I didn't really pay too much attention. They sold out, and later down the line, I think a couple of months down the line, I later realized I really want that shoe, but now I can't get it. So at that point, it was too late. It was all sold out everywhere, and the only place I could get it was pretty much eBay or StockX. So I'm on StockX pretty often because I sell a bunch of stuff on there. And about last month, I got on StockX just to browse around. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll see if these Vans are on sale. So I find the Vans and I see that there's one seller. And the ask was $140 for a size 13. And I was thinking $140, you know, that's not too expensive. Because if you think about it, you know, Ultra Boost is $180, Vapor Maxes are $190, you know, NMDs are $160. So you know, what's $140 for a pair of shoes? But then, you know, I was like, oh no, I can't do it. It's just the principle of the fact that I'm paying resale. I was like, I can't do this. So I stopped myself, but then a couple of days later, you know, I came back because I really wanted the shoe. So my compromise was that I'll bid $100. So $100 is kind of a good middle ground because I mean, it's a little over retail, yes, but I thought for a shoe that I really wanted really badly, paying the extra little bit over the retail price wasn't that bad. And besides, I thought $100 for a pair of shoes, you know, I can do that. So I kind of self-justified the purchase, and I placed a bid for $100, hoping that the buyer would see it and, you know, sell it to me. Unfortunately, the buyer didn't seem to really like that offer. Nothing happened, and I just kind of forgot about the whole thing for a while, and I just kind of went about my life. So about 2 weeks or so went by without me hearing anything, and out of the blue, I get an email from StockX saying, congratulations, your bid has been accepted by the seller. And I open up the email and it says I have successfully purchased the shoe for $100. And this was January 11th. So I'm super stoked. You know, I thought I got a pretty good price. And about 2 days go by, January 13th, and I get another email from StockX saying, congratulations, your shipper has shipped the item to StockX and it will be here shortly. So that was kind of nice, you know, how they give you kind of a play-by-play update of essentially what's going on with your shoe. January 15th rolled around, another 2 days later, I get another email saying that, hey, congratulations, we got your shoe at the StockX warehouse. We verified it to be authentic and we have sent it to you. So I was really actually surprised that that only took 2 days. And literally 2 days after that, January 17th, I had the shoes at my doorstep. So to summarize, the bid was accepted January 11th, and I had the shoes at my doorstep January 17th. That's 6 days. That's basically from Thursday to Wednesday. And I think that's extremely fast and extremely good service. For example, if I buy something on Supreme or Kith or something like that, it usually takes more than a week. Sometimes the processing takes a week on Supreme. So For a service like StockX, where the item has to go through a bunch of different stages and a bunch of different people to deliver so quickly, I was really pleasantly surprised. Obviously, there are some geographical variables here. StockX has 2 processing centers. They have one in Tempe, Arizona, and they have another one in Detroit, Michigan. Obviously, I think the seller was pretty close to Arizona, and I'm in California, so I'm also pretty close to Arizona. So the transit times were very short either way. But I was super impressed at how fast it got to me and how clear the communication was. At no point in time was I unsure of like where my shoes were and what was going on. They were just giving me those play-by-play updates via email, and that really kind of like put me at ease. So let's talk about what came in the mail. The package came in this pretty good looking new box. I don't think StockX actually used the box that the seller sent. I think they actually used new boxes to send from their facility, which is nice. Inside the box, my shoe box was padded with these nice bubble wraps to prevent the box from getting deformed, which worked pretty well. Also, you get this little slip saying, you know, thank you for buying on StockX. We appreciate you. You get a paper receipt of your transaction, and you get a sticker. So here are the shoes that came in the box. As you can see, the condition of the shoe box is pretty good. There's a little bit of scuffing, a little bit of tearing here. Honestly, that's like nothing. I think the box is in pretty good shape. Inside the box, we have the shoes, and as you can see, they are 100% new and unworn and authentic. These have been verified authentic by StockX. These Vans Authentics have been verified authentic. Yeah, I'll see myself out. Anyway, yeah, so the product was great. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. The condition of the shoes was pretty much exactly what I would expect if I just bought it retail. No signs of wear whatsoever. And yeah, I was very happy with the service that I got, the product that I got, and overall would definitely recommend it to anyone who's looking to buy something for resale. I mean, StockX obviously has some of the best prices out there compared to, you know, somewhere like eBay or a consignment store like Flight Club or Riff or anything like that. So now that we got all that StockX business out of the way, let's talk about these shoes, the Vans X WTAPS Crossbones Authentics. So this shoe is a collaboration between Vans and WTAPS. WTAPS is a Japan-based streetwear company that specializes in kind of like a military motif. All their stuff takes like a heavy inspiration from military themes like M65 field jackets, BDUs, cargo pants, tactical vests, all that kind of stuff. You know, I love their brand, and I was super stoked to find out that they had a collab with Vans. This is obviously not the first Crossbones collab that they've had. I think this is probably like at least the second or third collab. I'm not exactly sure, but every time these have come out, these have sold out pretty quickly. So, you know, I guess I was kind of stupid for missing out on it initially when it first came out, but it's all good. It is in my hands now, and I am bringing you guys this overview. So this shoe is a vault model, meaning that it is different from a regular Vans Authentic. The Vault Authentics have some slight differences. The overall difference is that the shoe is a little bit slimmer and it sits a little lower on your feet, which means the foot opening is a little larger, and this is also the case on the Vault slip-ons as well. This is a lot more noticeable on the Vault slip-ons because of the bigger foot opening. It's easier to get on and off. However, on the Authentics, because it has this tongue, you really can't feel that much of a difference, and honestly, it's actually very hard to actually tell that there's a difference. But trust me, the opening is slightly larger. Another difference is up here on the foxing stripe or the plimsoll line here. It comes up a little higher up onto the canvas versus a regular Vans model. And inside the shoe, right on the sole, you have a little leather patch here on both sides actually that say Vans Originals. Finally, the last bit of detail is on this back bumper plate. Instead of the normal Vans off-the-wall logo, you get a Vans Originals logo right there. So just some slight subtle differences here and there to kind of distinguish this from a normal authentic. So let's talk about the co-branding details in this shoe that WTAPS has put in. Obviously, the most noticeable thing is the Crossbones embroidered all throughout the quarter right here. And you heard me right, these are embroidered. They're not printed, they're embroidered, so these will last for a long time. They're not gonna crack or fall off or fade or anything like that. So I am super stoked that they actually embroidered these. And they also give this like nice 3D texture because of the embroidery, so that's also kind of nice. Right here where the quarter meets the vamp, instead of your traditional red Vans tag, you have the WTAPS tag right here. And finally, on the tongue, you have a military stock tag inspired label. It says WTAPS spec, WTAPS visually up armored, spec 201-205, fabrication WTAPS visual up armored. Placing things where they should be, and there's some numbers here, and it says type OG authentic LX. Definitely super dope, keeping in line with that military theme that WTAPS has going on. Aside from that, you know, the shoe is super minimalistic. It is a Vans authentic after all. There's really not too much going on. That's, I think, one of the reasons I really love this shoe. It's just like that little bit of extra flair on top of a classic Vans silhouette. The fit obviously fits the same as a regular Vans authentic, which is slightly smaller than true to size. And the comfort, not great. This is not a Pro, so it doesn't have Ultra Cush. It just has the vulcanized rubber sole on the bottom and that little bit of cork cushioning, and that's pretty much it. So don't expect like great comfort from this, but you know, that's still okay. It's, I wouldn't say it's like uncomfortable, but not the most comfortable either. So yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to say about this shoe, but it's a classic. I mean, what more can be said about a Vans authentic? So I hope that video about purchasing on StockX was helpful. I'm gonna throw these on feet so you can see what they look like. And once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.